Hey Dan, how you doing today?
Craig, I'm fantastic. How's it going tonight? This is the Spring Tournament 2022 Cracking Games. Almost forgot there, Greg, because we had some great film out there with the team. I mean, Danny in the background. Danny, I know you can't really talk, but I'm so glad you're joining us in the podcast group.
Okay, so it's funny. Somebody beforehand was talking about how Lord Fizzlebeef was definitely not going to take a white mage at all ever, and sure enough, Lord Fizzlebeef is not taking a white mage. So oh no, never mind. Fizzle's changing things up. So why? What is this? Why do we have a thief, a white mage, and two black mages? What is happening here?
It is a 6-party pool draft. So what it does is it pulls from all six, or it basically randomizes 6 of any light warriors. It can be duplicates of any number. So we end up with 1 thief, 3 black mages, and 2 white mages to make a party of 4 from. You can also do nuns if you so choose, by not been moving, basically. It says none. So,
Yeah.
So with that, it's a little weird for Lord Fizzlebeef because, well, he never really uses the thief.
And white mages.
Yeah, or white mages. So we're getting the lowest HPs of lowest HPs, but at the same time, black mages got buffed with a plus 20 vitality.
Well, the thief also got a pretty good buff here, right? They have fighter strength and a plus 20 to strength. The only issue with them is that they have a negative 10 to luck. So they aren't going to be our runners that we hope from them. But I think at least 2 black mages should help out with the running. And our runners are off to the races here. Egodev, a little bit behind Fizzle, going into white magic. Just like, what are you doing there? You know, oh my god, we have 3 nuke casters. All right, go on ahead and just give this to Fizzle now.
What do you mean? It's life 2 for Egodev.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. He's
life 2 is the equalizer, Greg. Life 2 is the equalizer.
He may as well re-roll to those 4 black mages that he can't even have in his party. Just re-roll. We're going to bring in red mages that don't even exist here. Nuke for days here is Fizzle going into oh my god, Temple of Fiends. So you got here 411. That's nothing.
You're all over the place, good sir. I don't even know how to comment with you right now. But speed and power, left hand side. Ooh, hey, I actually kind of like that fight there with the werewolves. With a good amount of experience there early on. Ooh, 170. Let's go.
All right, Egodev already catching up to Fizzle because he has the white mage. Huge money out of that chest. Holy moly! What was that? 25 grand?
Yeah, that solves our money issues early. Okay.
Yeah, so in all seriousness, I know we were kind of joking around earlier about Lord Fizzlebeef, but if you walk into this, right, and you see that life 2 there that's at the white mage learnable, I mean, you have nuke. You have all the nukes in the world. You got nuke, nuke, and nuke. Like, do you want any sort of life spells? Like, even with fighter strength and fighter, plus 20 strength, your thief is still going to struggle to get HP. And you don't have a way to cast life here.
I mean, it's going to be interesting because if we're getting chipped away in a Topher, where the fiends are just chipping away our black mages as we're diving, the ninja's not going to have the HP for it, essentially. Unless we're taking out of our black mages and maybe going to a thief and 2 black mages.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to point out in chat. We have 27 nuke casts and so forth, but that doesn't mean anything if the fiend opens up with nuke and just wipes your entire party before you can do anything, right?
Well, I think so. With the plus 20 vitality, though, the black mages are definitely a very interesting call here. What if he went white mage triple black and just casted nuke? And you had life 2. And you had life 2 in case they go down.
Just pray to God you find the Massamy in here. Fizzle checking the Matoya cave boxes. I like this. Vorpal right off the get-go. Gonna reset out of it. I don't blame this play because obviously he's not gonna need the Vorpal. He's hoping to pick up katanas, which are better for the ninja. The only thing I would say is like you could potentially sell it, but we did find 25k, so it's like, do we really need money?
Yeah. It's gonna go quick.
Alright, Egodev also in here doing the same play as getting the Vorpal. Silver Helm and the Iron Box gonna walk it out.
I like it. Save that game changer. That's right, it was called out there. I seen it from Rubes.
Fizzle gonna throw some nukes out there, really showing us his vet strats here. Been in the community since pre-2018 spring tournament. This is Fizzle's 5th spring tournament. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Always making it to the brackets, never quite getting much past the final 4. So it's great to see him here, showing us his abilities here up against Egodev, who hasn't been a part of the Duck Derby as far as I'm aware of. Do you know Egodev at all?
I have to admit, I do not. Feel bad for even saying it that way. I don't.
No, and that's totally fine. That's why I was just wondering if you knew. Hey, we got Fade at level 2 here, so that's going to negate the whole Fizzle having the nuke at level 1. At least he's got a white mage that can do Fade as well. Got Ice 3 and Fast, so some pretty awesome spells here for the black mage.
I will say I've watched a few of Egodev's races, and I liked a lot of the stuff. I think a little more of a newer runner, obviously, but still shows a lot of potential there. Probably just needs a little more familiarization with the randomizer and a lot of the nuances that go on. And wait a minute, LordFizzlebeef is going to Crescent Lake first.
Yep.
Wait a minute, is this going to be a volcano dive? Danny, I know you're the tracker. Is Fizzlebeef plan going to go to Volcano? Because we all know he does not like going there.
I'm assuming they would answer if they could, but Fizzle is going to go ahead and head over here. What are our records here right now? Fizzle versus Egodev. Where are we as far as their standings in their pods?
So Fizzle's 1-1. This is the Nightmare pod. It's got 6 players in it just because of the offset, or the weird offset of runners we had. Egodev is actually 0-2. There's the floater, so LordFizzlebeef's going to be in the air, or not because of the Vorpal. I don't know if he bought that.
That is absurd. That is probably the earliest floater I've seen in these flags ever. Like, how do you get the floater that early?
Well, if Egodev doesn't spend all of their money, they can buy it.
So Egodev.
Yeah, hopefully they don't go to Marsh Cave, because I mean it's not terrible, but okay, Fizzle did have enough money. I mean, this is gonna be quick now. Ooh, glancing, interesting.
Right, so you said Fizzle's 1-1, right?
Yes.
Correct. So has 1 win, 1 loss. Egodev looking for their first win. Fizzle's loss, right? Who else is in the pods with Fizzle? Like, Fizzle's been around forever. 2018. I mean, like, he is a vet among vets here. Who could have Fizzle possibly lost to at this point to put him in this situation where he is down a race?
You know, I don't like to toot my own horn there, Greg, but it was me. I made a big break play. I went somewhere that he doesn't like to go, which is the Volcano, and it was all downhill from there for him.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. So, Fizzle trying to get maybe the second win, solidify his spot here into brackets. We do after this pod stage. We got our 3-0s and our 2-1s. They're going to go into a bracket of 32. And if there are enough 1 and 2s out there, or not enough, I guess, people to populate the 32 bracket, we will do a play-in race for our 1 and 2s to fill out those spots here. So hopefully Egodev can take this down, get a win, put Fizzle in that 1 and 2 spot, make him struggle for that play-in race there. Egodev getting out of there. Not going to get the floater like Fizzle did, because unfortunately he is heading towards Marsh Cave right now.
Yeah, and for everybody that's wondering why we're kind of giving Fizzlebeef a hard time here, Egodev is actually somebody who was brought into the community by Fizzlebeef and also kind of trained with him too. So Greg's got a long history with him, so that's why Gregley's kind of ribbing him.
Yeah, there aren't that many people that I love besides my wife and my children, and Fizzlebeef is one of those few people. So I'm out here. I'm just giving him a hard time because I can. He knows that I'm giving him the hard time, so don't be like, oh my god, the comms are trashing him. Nah, this guy's a good person. If it wasn't for Fizzlebeef, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you guys. You'd be, I guess watching the screen with somebody else talking.
Okay, hang on here. So we're gonna do a level 8 dive in Ice Cave, but he won't go to Volcano. Come on, Spring Turbot 22 is all about volcano plays here.
It's all about that volcano life here. So Egodev is gonna go on ahead and continue this Marsh Cave dive. Gonna take levels on the way down that makes sense. We're only level 5 here. Blizzard coming out of the wraiths. That is scary. Gonna have to reset out of that. And this is one of those things I was talking about here. The HP growth, even with the extra vitality on the black mages, those big AoE spells like a Blizzard, Blaze, things can get pretty scary pretty quickly here. Here comes more Blizzard coming out of these wraiths. And now he has no life spell, so he can't even bring Nuke back to life. He's going to have to rely on the other 2 nukes.
Hey, Greg.
What?
For some reason, I looked over and I see Danny just foaming at the mouth, being like, "You leave Fizzle alone, you bully." It's gonna get you.
Anyway, let's call this race here.
I mean, I thought we were, but I was having some fun with it, and then you went silent on me.
My favorite thing
is... tile. Wait a minute.
Oh, big time. Let's go on ahead and get that block. But oh, dang it. What is happening here?
But the thief here
could use levels.
Yeah, the thief could use some big-time levels, and there's a required dive down in a marsh.
Yeah, and I hate to point this out. Fizzle found the floater early. Something tells me Fizzle's not going to Marsh Cave at any point in time. Like, Marsh Cave's like kind of one of those weird places you don't want to go to if you're already in the air. So this is, even though Fizzle's in the air, got the floater already, Egodev has something that is required to beat this game, to finish the whole game out, and is taking the eyes, is getting some levels, getting quicker levels than Fizzle is getting, and Fizzle still can run into wraiths and can wipe his entire party, and he hasn't even seen what the incentive item is here. So, I still think that this is something that we could make a net positive out of.
I mean, it's one of those weird cases where, with all the nukes, Fizzle's doing a walking grind. Obviously, having nuke is a lot easier to take a walking grind, right? If he can survive and not wipe, that's huge. Egodev, I guess would be called the safer grind there. You know what I'm saying? Like a safer grind, because we really already know what the spells the eye has. We really aren't going to wipe. We're gaining safe levels, essentially. And LordFizzlebeef doesn't actually do the greed checks of the 3, and there's the cube So both of our runners there getting pieces to the puzzle to light our air orb.
Egodev trying to get out of here with some levels. Gonna have probably about the same amount of levels that Fizzle had, or Fizzle is going to gain from coming into here. I think the last I saw was, I saw level 11, but it looks like Fizzle's already level 13. They're going to both need to go to the places that each other are at currently to get into Sky, which you kind of need the Sky Orb to finish the game.
Yeah, I mean, and I think it helps Ego here in a way because they went to Marsh first. So when they finally go to Crescent Lake, get the floater, they might do Ice Cave first because it's there essentially, or maybe do Sarda into Ice Cave. I don't know.
Yeah, but sorry, don't mean to cut you off. But what I was going to say is, I meant to. I was specifically was like, man, I know Dang is talking. But I want to take over for this because I have words to say. No, seriously.
Sorry,
and
what
also,
did you say?
What? Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
But what I'm getting at here is that Ice Cave is like Marsh Cave times 2. A lot of people don't want to go to Ice Cave, so there may be a situation where Egodev may decide, like, that I don't need to go to Ice Cave. And so these two runners could potentially be in a situation where they check every other place on the history of, the FFR world and end up having to go last location, that chime or cube in those 2 places.
Yeah, I mean, it's very easy. There's a lot of things out there that kind of like, oh, hi there, T-Rex. How's it going? And he resets out. Huh.
Like, what?
Look, that's your mentor, okay? I can't say much about it. That's your mentor right there. I know, Greg. I know, Greg.
Like, you take a T-Rex. Like, you just take it. It's the battle that you see it, and regardless if you need levels or not, you take that battle because, it's a T-Rex. You gotta kill it. So I do like Egodev. Like, Egodev, I'm not familiar with the name either. He hasn't done any Duckling stuff that I'm aware of, or at least wasn't, participate in the Duckling Derby, the most recent one. And, they went to the ship and then docked on that river system there, because that's a way quicker way to get to Crescent Lake, is heading to Crescent Lake, has money, gonna have no issues picking up this floater, probably gonna look at this floater and go, come on, seriously, it was here the whole time. But that's fine, got the money, we're all good, got the chime, chime's required at this point. And as you can see, Fizzle isn't going to Marsh Cave anytime soon, already in ordeals.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, because I do think that if Ego goes to Ice Cave, it'd be a nice combination of going Ice Cave, the Mirage, or the Air Orb, I guess you want to call it, and then you can do Ordeals instead of kind of LordFizzlebeef's thing there. And I don't think we ever saw the crystal turn in, did we?
I'm not sure. I never saw Fizzle go there. Fizzle went to Ice Cave right away. But, I could, totally look at our tracking notes here. We do have a tracker here. Tracker helping us out here. Looking at the tracker notes, I don't see a Matoya on here, so neither one of these 2 runners have been to Matoya's Cave. And that is, textbook Fizzle there to forget a simple turn-in and go into Ice Cave without a life caster.
Almost like a commentator forgetting what our tracker's name is. He's not a team.
So Egodev getting the floater is going to go on ahead. Where are we going?
Yeah, the Volcano play. Let's go.
What is even happening? No, I'm beyond shocked at this play. So we not only have a crystal we can turn in as super easy.
Look, this is called big brain play right here. Okay, maybe the next one. Hang on.
Well, I will say, in all seriousness, you probably need both loose items with this party. Like, you are going to need the tail for promotion to get better weapons on that thief. You're also going to need the roost stick, and you're also going to need the saber bonk so that, obviously, you can get the evade up even more than the thief already has, and then have saber to buff up whatever weapon you have. So I do not hate the idea of full clearing this place. It's more than likely going to have one of our two looses. So may as well just do it.
You don't need tail when Masa's going to be here. It's going to roll +4, okay?
Yeah, well, I already don't like the fact that we're not checking that hairpin. But whatever, it's fine. Let's just kill some peas and call it a day.
I mean, there's like 3 hairpins, okay? Which hairpin are you talking about?
Well, the one, the main hairpin. Shut up! Don't talk to me that way, like you know. Anyway, so Egodev in the Volcano. Fizzle getting the slab. I like this play. Just go around the other way, add a ton of steps to your encounter, and then still have to take the spike tile anyway. And oh my god, Frost Wolves Blaze. That is no bueno. As Egodev getting out of there, Fizzle getting nothing out of this. Still walks it out. Did you see anything out of Cardia? I cannot believe he did not reset out of that.
No, I haven't. But at the same time, I mean, it's just a little bit of Blaze. That's fine. Walk it off. You'll be alright.
Fizzle getting 2 gold. Let's see if he walks his heel helmet 2 out of here. No. Not even remotely.
Look at all this free equipment we got. Hey, look at that! Whoa!
That's right, we found both loose! What is it? Okay, so the rod we know is like, oh my god, and a ribbon, those are so free. I imagine Egodev will be finding that rod at some point, but it depends on what that adamant turns into. Fizzle may have a lot of PTSD considering he may not even come here until very late in the game. I mean, we have the Octabase, which is obviously the loot, so we're fine there. But if it's the key, I mean, that's... Ooh. That gets a ooh out of me.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay, he's going to the crystal. I thought maybe...
No.
So remember the crystal, that's good. He's not going to gain the Vorpal. Okay.
It's the tail! We could have had the tail the whole time! He just came from Cardia! What is this routing, Fizzle? What is this? What is this routing?
I mean, it makes perfect sense, huh?
No, it doesn't. He knows better than this. If he was reviewing my VOD right now, he would be like, oh, I can't believe you're turning on a crystal. You just had the crystals right there, and the crystals, like, you got the floater, and Matoya's right next to it. How are you going to go clear Cardia first? Just saying. Just saying, Fizzle, when you watch this back, just be like, oh yeah, I should have probably done that.
See, Egodev's making the ice. I like this play. This is the high percentage play here. I love it.
I'm a huge fan of this play only because we already know the cube is here. Fizzle checking that wall to make sure it was okay. To make sure there was nothing there before moving on. Maybe a little frazzled thinking about comms tonight.
Right. Well, so where's he gonna go? Okay, so we gotta pick up Nuke for the ninja, because now we're gonna have like 4 of them. Perfect.
There's a lot of Wraith happening right there on Egodev's side. Please don't use your Cure Force. You have Fade. Just. Fizzle. I had to check the menu there for a second before going in here. He's probably not going to need Saber with the Saber Bonk out there. Yeah, Z-Man pointing out, yeah, completely committed to the nuke strats. I don't blame him.
I mean, you can see it on those black mages how much that +20 vitality is really helping. because they're already over 200 plus on LordFizzlebeef side, and normally they wouldn't get that for so long.
There's a lot of dead white mages happening. Wraiths are going to take out the black mages. Egodev, still in front of Volcano. Didn't finish Volcano out. It's going to go back into Ice Cave.
That is so unfortunate in general, because like with it, if that had been a clean dive and was able to get in and out very efficiently, I think the routing would have worked out really good for Egodev there.
Yeah. But Fizzle is heading into Earth Cave, gonna miss all these boxes, and I totally understand this play. We know that the incentive item is going to be past the rod plate, so you got to get past the volcano or the vampire in order to get whatever the incentive item is here. So there's no real reason to try to full clear this place. But man, Groger's with Cremate. Again, pretty scary, but he does have a ribbon in this party. So at least he has that going for him. Picking that up in, was that Ordeals that we found a ribbon? No, that was Cardia that we found a ribbon.
Cardia. And today I learned if you combine Earth Cave and the Volcano and Ice Cave, you get Earth Cave. So thank you, Gregory. And today I learned.
The learn is real. As Egodev down a thief, please just throw the fades out there. Unfortunately, it's not working out as we're losing everybody. Unfortunately, the white mage is down, which means we can't res the rest of our party here. So we're going to have to run these two black mages. Luckily, they have nuke at level 1. So may as well use your nukes when you can and hopefully get this cube out of here that I don't think Egodev has seen yet.
Yeah. You do have a lot of cast of the highest damaging spell in the game.
Yeah.
Just cast them. Like, I know you only have 2 black mages and stuff like that, but just cast them and run if you have to with your thief and white mage or something like that. But you should always be casting something, because you don't want to be getting hit by spells and nasty attacks and stuff like that.
Yeah. I was going to say, I mean, you'll notice it over on Fizzle's side. I know I've been giving him kind of grief just for the sake of giving him grief, but in all seriousness, you'll notice he'll run with the thief and he'll throw 3 nukes out every single time, because at the end of the day, it's way quicker to kill the enemies than to fail a run, and we know that our thief has negative luck. And again, the thief already is going to probably be able to run away from most things, but you still don't want to have to go 2 rounds into a battle you don't want to have to go into. So you may as well throw the nukes out there, get some levels, especially early on.
Now, we did find a rune sword. So that's interesting, because it's probably your best weapon right now. I mean, the Vorpal's really not good unless there's high absorb, and outside of Tiamat, you're really not going to run into very high absorb. I mean, except for Warmech, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the early fights.
Yeah.
Not the refights.
So Egodev does get the cube, still has 7 charges of nuke. It looks like these sorcerers have mute touch. Luckily, the other black mage, oh my gosh, there's the herb. It is down in the Earth Cave. We already knew it would be down here, but anyway. Luckily, the sorcerers did not mute both of his black mages, or else he would be in really bad shape here. But here we go, more nukes coming out. These mages have tons of HP.
I mean, his black mages are going to have so much. Look at that, level 15, they're probably over 300. Oh no, they're 250 already.
Yeah. And I don't have to tell you guys out there, but black mages, oof, they have the worst HP growth in the entire game. You could take a black mage to like 30 and they wouldn't have more than 400 HP. So the fact that they have nearly 300 HP at 15 is pretty dang good. Fizzle, taking out speed bump number 1, is going to have to run away from these trolls before getting out of here with the Earth Orb. And, we got tracking going on here. You may notice down on the bottom portion of their screens, little, icons that are lit up, right? Who's running tracking for us?
I told you, it's Team.
Oh, yes, of course. Team hanging out here, doing the tracking. The herb leads to the roost stick. Which again is something that these runners are probably going to want, but Fizzle's probably like, I went through a lot to get a roost stick. Big Fruit wondering, when does Fizzlebeef go to Marsh? Who knows?
Last.
Yeah.
Absolute last of all last. No. Right. Second to last. Because
oh, big time ribbon here in Dwarf Cave. That is the freest ribbon. More than likely, Fizzle's going to get that if Fizzle ever gets that adamant out of Volcano. And it's the TNT, lazy dwarves. You gotta love it.
Alright, so is slab going to be required? Oh, no! Yep. That's the anger right there.
Well, that adamant is also kind of the anger because the adamant was not required. The adamant did lead to the saber bonk, so it's something Fizzle may or may not need depending on where Temper ends up landing. I know we saw... Did we see Fast? I should look at my tracking. Yeah, I thought we saw Fast. So depending on that, he may not need that saber bonk. Egodev is going to need the rod. And we know it's in Cardia. He needs to turn in the crystal, right? Has he turned in the crystal yet? I know Fizzle did.
No, he hasn't turned it in either.
Okay. So remembering you have the crystal, you turn in the crystal, get the tail, you're going to clear Cardia, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're going to have the things you need, in order to finish this thing. Alright, Fizzle. Gonna go to Waterfall. Got the loot. Something Fizzle picked up way earlier in the game. At this point, we know the Oxyel has got to be either here in Waterfall, or Fizzle has to go to Marsh Cave, get the chime, go into Sky, and get the Oxyel. Dude, we have the Oxyel? What's happening here? Am I losing my mind? I should look at my tracking notes before I talk.
There's Temper, level 7, so the Black Mages can't use that until level 20.
Oh. We got a required Warmac? Sorry, I'm looking at tracking notes now. Wow. Are we for real?
Yeah, we do. It's a good thing, you ruin the surprise. We can't even play around with the crowd anymore. Fizzle. Gosh, Fizzle. Fizzle. See? Look. Come on, Greg.
Use words.
Okay. Mr. Ice Cave, Volcano Cave equals
Ice Volcano Earth.
Fizzle Puff in the house, guys.
I'm just glad Uriel Man's back, man. It's been a long time. It's been 2 years since we've seen Uriel Man back. Just great to have him here. Hanging out with us.
Countdown time ever since he left?
Every day, I think of Uriel Man.
Wow.
Yeah. All the time. Alright, so Fizzle trying to make...
I'm kind of jealous right now.
Trying to make his way through Waterfall. We know Egodev here is going to get the slab right out of Ordeals, which we know turns into the Roost Stick, so it's kind of like it's a whatever play. Again, the Roost Stick for this party is totally fine. Any evade, any way to negate damage on that thief is best since it's your best melee class. But let's see what happens here because we know...
Sorry, I was reading chat by Darkmoon. I like it.
It's the bottle. Fizzle is going to have to check these boxes because Fizzle has not seen the other loose. And unfortunately, we get a funded party pack here, but luckily getting away from it.
Yes, the Gloom Chew. My code
commentary Canal. Sorry. My apologies.
Yeah, my code com's a little off. A little off today.
Now look at that menuing from Fizzle. Trying to flex like it matters.
I feel like he's been practicing that because I think he's always been complaining, oh, Katana -1. Maybe he'll equip it.
I think we're okay now. Fizzle wins. Fizzle wins with the Masa -1. I mean, it's right there, so I imagine Egodev will pick it up as well. But yeah, I forgot. Yeah, holy slap leads to Canal. This is not good. Yeah, DV's RNG in chat pointing out that this was a draft pool and didn't take the white mage. Does not believe in white mages no matter how much you know, want to make white mages a thing. Does not believe in them. It's fine.
And one day he will understand the power of the white mage. One day. So the katana crit doesn't balance out Masa. I mean, it does, but it only helps out against high absorbed enemies, essentially. And with Masa rolling, I think Masa rolled +1, I think. And Katana rolled -1, so... It's kind of, which one you want to use at that point. Like, right now, the Moss is better on most enemies. Katana might be better against a Warmech. Might be better against, like, Kraken, the Tiamat, Chaos, all depending on their armor or absorb. So, I mean, the good thing for Ego here is at least the slab kind of moves him towards that airplay. We can do Mirage and Sky Castle. We get that look, that incentive checked, and there's Crown for LordFizzlebeef, so... A lot of pieces of the puzzle kind of out there, though. Egodev could be potentially in the area being... Oh, Cobra's with crack! Hits every mage imaginable, and he's stuck running. This is why you gotta cast.
There. Get that fade out. Oh, wow. You have to go back in because...
Oh, he's gonna leave the slab.
He's leaving the slab.
Is this the biggest brain of biggest brain plays I've ever seen right here?
No. Dark Moon, this is fine because we know the slab leads to the canal. So, like, I am shocked by this play. I mean, it's the right play. It's totally the right play, but, like, how do you make this play? How does anyone make this play?
Where are they going? They went past... Oh.
Well, yeah, because we don't have the tail yet. We haven't turned in the crystal.
Oof.
There's the key. So that's it for that.
I mean, we still got the Oxiel that could be in the Mirage in Sky.
Yeah, it's got to be at this point. I mean, there's no other place it can be.
It's true. So we're going to check the shop in which we could have landed on the airship, so that's unfortunate. I'm going to waste time here. So Egodev, you can land your airship on top of that caravan. And you don't have to make that big long walk around.
And Fizzle already doing all the things that basically excludes Sky from lets him know that either this is going to be the chime that he needs, or that he's going to have to look for a loose chime. And we already know that the chime is here, so yeah, it's going to be pretty quick here at this point. Fizzle, what kind of levels are we looking at here on Fizzle's side?
About 20s.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know Fizzle's been taking battles along the way, so and we have basically a whole party of about 300. Which, yeah, like you said, is about 20. And there we go. And at this point, if he wants levels, he can take eyes for days.
Yeah. I mean, if Warp had been like level 1 through 4, and if you could get rid of your black mages there, you could just grind your ninja and just warp out. Which would have been crazy if you think about it, because it would have worked out so well with LordFizzlebeef there.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's still not really in go mode because he doesn't know if the Oxyal's loose yet. So I get getting out of here. But if this was like go mode at 38 minutes, like you'd be grinding eyes until you're like a billion levels. And then just whatever. And especially with the Masa Katana, like you have so much offense at this point. Fizzle more than likely, no, Fizzle has 2 ribbons. So yeah, lots of offense. Just hopes that, Topher doesn't have anything too crazy that's going to make him wish that he had some sort of white caster. Egodev going to get into those waterfall armory here. Is going to pick up the katana -1 right there. Realizing we're not there yet. Going to probably check these last 2 boxes. Please check that last box. Thank you. With the Masa.
Did we check? I didn't even see. Did Egodev check those boxes in Waterfall?
Yeah, he did. We got both the katana and the Masa out of there.
It had me worried there for a moment because I looked away for a split second to look at something, and
We got both.
I seen them walking back towards the robot for it to say please, and I'm like, please don't forget those 2 chests.
Alright, so Fizzle really putting the gas on. Clearly you freaked him out by beating him. Because he is showing no mercy here as we are 40 minutes in. We are lighting up a second orb here in a moment, and we know that this is going to lead to the Oxyal. I don't imagine him checking any more boxes. With 2 ribbons, a Masa, and a katana, do you see him checking boxes?
Dude, LordFizzlebeef? No.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna just... I'm pretty sure we're leaning on nukes the entire way. We're gonna take fights. And once we get to Chaos, we're gonna go with... I sure hope we can kill it. Although we gotta get through Warmech, as you've already spoiled for everybody.
Yeah, well, yeah, Daishushi pointing out that... remembering the thing that I said earlier, which is that we do have a required Warmech tonight, which was apparently a spoiler on my end. I didn't realize it. I was just reading the tracking notes, dang it. I thought maybe it was something that everybody already knew. But there it is, Fizzle at 41 minutes, which is pretty blazingly fast. In go mode. He has everything he needs in order to finish this game. Because we know that the loose adamant leads to the TNT, which leads to the Saber Monk, which, again, is something we kind of need here, especially with a level 7 temper, but isn't required to finish the game. So let's see how this Warmech battle goes, because that's going to be kind of the equalizer here, as we're just now hitting level 18. The entire party just over 300 HP, but that doesn't mean anything. Warmech is still going to have somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 HP, and Warmech is scary. Pulls from not only their skills and spells in the original game, but pulls from the Fiend 2 battles and Chaos. So we could see some nukes. We could see, obviously, the nuclears that exist. We could see all kinds of crazy stuff coming out of Warmech. So let's see how this goes. And of course, unrunnable errors. You hate to see them.
Unrunnable errors are no bueno. Good news is just nuke them. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Just throw out 3 nukes. You got that under control.
Yeah, easy.
Except that they just ate 3 nukes.
Then just swing a Masa then.
Yeah, just smack them with the side of the Masa. Level 21, so something had hit 18 earlier, but I guess that must have been like one of the black belts that died earlier.
So we're actually, yeah, one of them went down earlier during the Earth dive, I think.
Yeah. There we go. So 21 and 20 across the board. Egodev, gonna head here.
I mean, this is the greatest part about the Bridge of Destiny, is just how much experience we can gain here and taking these fights. Like, all these fights are worth so much.
Egodev, going for the T-Rex battles, I think? Is that what's happening out here?
That might be. Alright. So look at our level, our HP there. We're pretty good shape. And we're actually going to keep the Thief up front. Okay, I like it.
Well, I'm a big fan of that. With the extra agility, you may as well. We don't have temper charges yet because I think you get your first cast at level 7 at 21, which I think he gained while he was in here. So we're going to have to go Nuke Strats, Ruse Stick, Warmick, big ol' hit, Nuke is down.
It's fine.
Ruse Stick coming out, got Fizzle kind of flustered there. Nuke down as well. History coming out. Stab doing stab things. 10 hits. 257. That is not what you want to see there. Nuke doing nuke things. Luckily, Warmack cannot land a hit on Stab, and Stab taking down Warmack, getting a lot of levels. 25 across the board on his two party members that survived, and not quite at 400 HP, but pretty dang close here, as we're going to take on Tiamat, the Fiend of Air.
I mean, that worked out. I think that worked out possibly the best way it could have, I think, for LordFizzlebeef there. We took out 2 black mages. One of our black mages gained the experience, but our ninja there, our important ninja who's our end game killer there, gained a lot of experience.
Yeah. So the big scary thing I want to point out is that Warmack didn't do anything but attack, which means all those skills and spells have landed on the Fiend Refights and Chaos.
True.
Yeah, Fizzle getting out of there, some good levels, in go mode. He's got to feel pretty good. 45 minutes in, we're in go mode. Let's go kill Kragan, let's go kill Carrie. Probably going to be in Topher in the next 10 minutes.
I mean, so on top of all of that, one of the things, we're actually coming close to 6 hits on that Masa with that ninja. It's coming up pretty close, in about 3 to 4 levels, which is possible since we've been nuking everything in the entire world here. With the Sea Shrine having decent experience also, and then you also have, your Toph dive. Getting 6 hits on that Masa will feel pretty good there, and we're going to have 5 hits on the Katana, so we're looking pretty good, and we're actually going to take the end. So, Fizzle 2-orb lead, Egodev's got to make their way through. Now, I think it's going to be a slightly easier battle, potentially against Warmack. I say that with the white mage. I don't know if we have Invis 2 to help with our black mages. But Egodev's actually going to make the play to check less than greater than. A lot of the stuff we could be looking for is not going to be real helpful here unless we find another ribbon. Everything's kind of been already picked up.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. And then also with the extra agility on the Thief, armor isn't really required here, right? I mean, you want to make sure that your Thief can, dodge attacks, and putting armor is going to make him maybe dodge attacks less. So we already have a ribbon on Egodev's side. We know that one of the ribbons that LordFizzlebeef found was right next to that rod that was loose there in the Cardia Isles, and Egodev more than likely not going to go there until they turn in the crystal which turns into the tail. 2. I was going to answer the question, but Hate the 13th already answered the question for Uriel Man 17. Fizzle making his way through Sea Shrine, not having any issues here. Coming up on Kraken, the 48-minute mark. We got nukes coming out. I like this kind of play here. You know you got a master that's going to do some damage. May as well throw some nukes out here prior to doing a whole lot of nothing to his party. Nukes not really doing great damage, and 4 hits, 278 is not what Fizzle wanted to see. Probably going to keep up with the same strats anyway, since we've already done about half of what Kraken could possibly have. And there we go. Nuke takes down Kraken. And Nuke hitting level 21 there. Fizzle getting out of here is going to probably beeline carry at this point. Knows that the Saberbonk is loose and probably assumes is not going to need it. But I don't know. How do you feel about this? Would you want a guaranteed temper item in your party when you know temper is level 7 and you have this kind of party?
Wait. Do I want...
I'm asking you, as a runner, as a person who has handed LordFizzlebeef his only loss this tournament, if you were going in with this party, a thief and black mages, you don't have life cast, you have temper level 7, do you want to hunt down that Saberbonk that you know is loose? Or do you just keep going? And obviously the answer is already go, we gotta go. Because not checking boxes.
No, I think you just gotta go. I think Fizzlebeef's going with the short and simple answer of I'm going to beat my head against Topher as much as possible and not have to think much, because this is his second match within a couple hours. So I think he's just trying to be as dumbed down as possible, if you want, I guess if you want to call it, as simple as possible.
And Aylmarkin pointing out, if he wanted the Bonk, he would have checked some boxes and see, which he definitely did not. So Fizzle is on the path to go mode here. Gonna have to take down these R-Giants just because, well, we gotta kill them. And Nuke down here. Unfortunately. A lot of health here on these R-Giants. Stab gonna kill this R-Giant here. Unfortunately, one of Fizzle's nukes are down, but let's see how this goes. Not even gonna heal up. Total disrespect to carry. I love it.
It really is, and that's kind of terrifying of sorts.
Fortunately, Carry killing Nuke there. Stab takes down Carry. Nuke and Stab gonna go ahead and make it through this battle. And that's it.
I mean, there is so much like relying on RNG there. Like, Carry gets a first hit, kills a black mage, or the knight for whatever reason kills that ninja, like, and then casts a spell that just kills all your black mages. You have to redive it again.
Yeah, dude, this is crazy, because I was gonna actually, crap all over Fizzle's play of going to Provoco of all places to bring all those people back, but then of course he's gonna pick up fast on the ninja and grab a bunch of lock spells. We don't have temper, so we may as well slow our fiends down and try to get, find a way to kill them easily. And is Egodev back down in Marsh Cave? I see another eye battle happening here. What's going on? Oh, we got a grind going.
Egodev did Mirage 1, Mirage 2, walked it out, did a couple shopping, and then came here to grind.
Okay.
So I think they're hoping for the Eye to cast Lit 2 to take out the mages, and it's not working. Unfortunately, the ninja's dying from it too.
Yeah. Alright, so Fizzle, good lord. Like, this is really fast. With this party, this is like ridiculously fast. We are 52 and a half minutes into this game. Fizzle in Topher.
I mean, it seems about right because it's been a very straightforward thing of we have the highest highest damaging spell. You know, I've already mentioned it. We have a lot of cast of it, and we've got a ninja that can help run, and all these black mages can run pretty well too, if we absolutely have to. But it's been nuke, 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 and we've been getting turn order and killing most of the enemies with very little resistance. That's what nuke allows us to get when it gets level 1, or tier 1 magic.
Alright. Gonna heal up. The one thing I will say, and it's kind of scary, is only one of his entire party members is over 400. So, I mean, you know, again, I mentioned it before. We didn't see a nuke out of Warmech. We didn't see a nuclear. So, and he's running a pretty bare bones party. Last I saw on his party, he only had pro rings on everybody outside of the ribbons. So, like, we don't have any bracelets. We have no armor on that ninja. Again, the ninja doesn't really need the armor because of the extra MDef. Or not MDef, I'm sorry, the extra agility. But
he bought the gold bracelets in Canaria.
Oh, thank you, Z-Man.
That was the shop when you wanted to pick on him for going to Provoca, and then he went to Canaria.
So we did 2 cities. Okay, so Fizzle, trying to get away from these Earths here. We're going to see Speed Bump 2 here in just a moment. But again, things can get really scary really quick in Topher with this low HP. So we're hoping for the best as we got an attack and a bunch of nukes coming out. We got to do, around 5 to 750, I think is what we need to do for damage. And that was enough. A stab and a couple of nukes come out, and that is a dead Lich 2 here. Egodev still taking on Eyeballs, trying to get some levels here on his party. I didn't realize how low level his party was until I just saw, 21 kind of across the board here.
So, I mean, the ninja's out of nuke range. The other 2 black mages are very close, so I mean we're looking pretty good. The only thing is we don't want them to cast nuke into tornado or nuclear into tornado. That that's not normal. But the problem also is we only have 1 ribbon, so those black mages are very susceptible. If we get Inferno'd, that thing's the highest damaging elemental spell in the game. So I mean you gotta be careful.
Making short work of carry 2 there, but that Ice 3 did a lot of damage, and that's a lot of heal pots that are coming out here. 51 heals left.
Yeah, we're eating through it. Do we start sacrificing black mages now? Oh no, the seafood party platter just to take out more heals.
Yeah. So as Egodev tries to get some more levels, we still I hate again, I don't want to crap all over anybody's play that isn't Fizzlebeef here, especially somebody that's new that hasn't done Duck Derby stuff. So it's isn't quite as familiar with the game as maybe everybody else here. But doing a grind here without the tail, without promotion, and the crystal's been in your party since what? How long have we had the crystal now for both of these characters? At least 50 minutes, right?
We've definitely had. I mean, it's easy to overlook. Everybody's done it. I don't know. It's hard to say, but we've done. Oh no! Now we've lost 2 of our things. We're down to. See, this is the problem here.
2 hits 71. That is no good. And Kraken, if anybody's going to hit that thief and do real damage, it's going to be Kraken. 3 hits, 221. Going to throw a ruse out there. Gotta get that evade up. Stop fighting. After all of that, Kraken starts actually doing spells, and we are down to 1 thief. Level 28 thief, nonetheless, but it's still man mode with only 33 heals. 29 now. And unrunnable sorcerers, luckily we did pick up Nuke here, but didn't grab Saber, as somebody pointed out in chat. This is the kind of things that we hope that Egodev needs.
Egodev's going to need a lot of help here. Alright, so here we go. We got to get at least a ruse out. We don't want any non-elemental spells coming out. We just don't have the HP for it. There's it. We resisted it. 109 is resisted for folks out there. 12 hits, so yeah, we finally hit the 6-hit break point.
Fizzle making it through that battle. Luckily, the nuclear didn't kill him, and like you said, resisted. So, gonna get out of this battle. I love the moving his characters around. It's really smart here because if you get the thief in that front slot, that extra agility helps you not get ambushed by things. But moving it into the third slot puts you in a situation where, you know, you could potentially get a crit loop.
Yeah, because we do have the fast access, which helps to get the crit loop, or the RNG loop, if you want to call it.
Yeah,
so it'll be
a smart move at 10:41.
I mean, we got a good chance of getting it.
Exact same smart move. I was like, let's keep this going.
This might be a sub-hour here if we can get
like the very last
one. Yeah. It's not seditious in here.
So we're going to Cure 4 by Chaos is going to slowly interrupt us here. Not going to mess up 9 hits, so not very evasive by Chaos, but pretty big absorb. Not able to punch through very well unless we get some crits. There is a crit finally. We've done about 600, 700, 800 maybe. Chaos has a vanilla HP of 2,000. We've done 900, almost 1,200 now. Ooh, that was a big chunk, so we're up to about 1,600 there, 17, maybe? No! This has got to be the last one. 301, LordFizzlebeef punches the 2-1, punch himself, 2 wins, 1 loss. Great chance of either, at the bare minimum, a play-in race, or the best result is being able to make it into brackets right away. So well done by LordFizzlebeef, showing the mantra, speed and power.
That had to freak you out just kind of a tiny bit there, because didn't you also do about an hour and some change against him?
I mean, you know, it's not as quick as my win, but it's fine.
I mean, it's not quite.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, well, Fizzle's here. He's in setup join here, whatever. So let's see. Does he want to really join us? Does he really want to talk to us about his run? Oh, hey, Fizzle. How's it going?
Hi.
I heard you don't believe in white mages.
No. No, that was a perfectly serviceable 4-pool draft. I got a thief, and I got 3 black mages, and I guess there were just 2 nuns in there. I don't know. I didn't pay much attention.
So you went with the party. You get rewarded with your nuke level 1. And the mantra that you always go is speed and power. That's what you did, essentially, especially when Waterfall gave you the Masa Katana. You said, okay, I've already been hitting the gas, let's just hit it harder.
Honestly, at that point, I was worried that there was still a loose out there somewhere. I was ready to just go with the Vorpal +1, and then I see Katana and Masa is like, I mean, okay, I guess this is an upgrade.
It's so hard to talk to you about this seed because was there really any adversity, really? Because I mean, you basically ran with the thief and nuked everything. So you didn't really give anything any hard. You didn't give anything a chance to do anything.
Ice had issues. Wraiths with Blizzard gave me some pause. I almost left to come back later, but I decided, no, we'll give this one more dive, and luckily I made it through. And you say no adversity, but man, that Topher dive, that was sketch.
That's what happens when you go 3 black mages and a thief.
It would have been fine.
And then you move your thief down to the 3rd row and just expose your entire team to Kraken saying, I want the hugs, come here.
I was planning on losing like 1 black mage, 2 tops, and then I saw that Thief was doing no damage to Kraken. It's just like, oh boy. And then I ran out of black mages. And it's just like, okay, well, I have exactly 1 play. Let's try it.
And it worked. The Masa -1 did huge things. So congratulations on your win there, moving yourself up to 2-1 with your back-to-back wins there. So congratulations on that.
Hey there, GG's Lord.
GG.
And
that was insane, man. I saw your name in there. That was insane. I mean, today was your day, man. I probably couldn't do anything. That's it.
Oh.
But
I saw the.
To be honest, like, we are chatting after the race, and like, we are scary. Like, that pool draft was scary because thank God these spells were like level 1, level 2, and so on. But that could be a very scary in terms of grinding and stuff.
So, I guess, so for anybody wondering, that is Egodev that has joined in. So, Ego, GG's to you. A little unfortunate there. It seemed like you couldn't get traction, if that makes sense. Like, you spun your wheels, or you spun, like, how you wanted to attack the seed, because you went into the Mirage 1 and 2, you left, you did some things, and then you went back to the eye grind when Fizzle was in Topher for a grind. Like, what was your mindset going on during this race?
Yeah, what happened was like I wasn't like with trying no break. I was dying almost. I died once, I think, Ice Cavern. I wiped it once, and then I died on Ordeus, and I almost died in Ice Cavern. So I was thinking, okay, I'm like almost dying everywhere I go, so I need to grind it. And so I went back to the eye to grind a little bit, and that was it. But to be honest, after seeing, I should realize that nuking everything was better than Rats trying to running away.
I mean, I will say that a single white mage would have, like, if wall or curing or like party-wide healing was something that ended up being necessary, I had no options. I was just, I have one option. That option is gun. Like, I shoot gun, and if that doesn't work, I just shoot gun again. Like,
no, you kind of fade on level 2, so
that's what
you would have a gun too, yeah. And Cure 4 too was also early, so you could have a little sustain there. But I think my mistake was
the first one.
Yeah, but I think my mistake was not to use the guns, to just go destroying everything and forget about running away.
Yeah,
that was a seed.
On average, for most of the game, you're actually going to be in like the 200 to 400 damage range. That's clear to take care of everything in the southern hemisphere, fiends included, pretty much. Most everything in the northern hemisphere too. The only time where you have to kind of, think and check your progress is against Kraken, Warmech, and Tia. Those are the fights where you have to consider, all right, is nuke really my best option here, or is there something else I could be doing to try and get this fight over as fast as possible? But with 3 nuke casters, it's just go.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Oh, hey, that might help there. So anyway, so Lord Fizzlebeef is doing the interviews there. I appreciate you taking over for us, Lord Fizzlebeef. Greggly Puff, I think, is gone or something. He was here and then he vanished. Hey, Greg, you there?
No, I'm totally here. I just didn't want to like talk over everybody.
Since when? You've been doing it the entire
Hey,
broadcast.
hey.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. I just want to go ahead and throw GG's out there. Egodev, thank you so much for hanging out here and doing the race. I know you were up against quite a mountain of a man here in Fizzle. Been here since 2018. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Showing up here. This fifth spring tournament. So, really good runner, got me into this whole thing, and really put on a heck of a race. You should go back and watch this because Fizzle kind of put on a clinic here. We kind of questioned the idea of not bringing the white mage here and proved us all wrong. I was impressed, Fizzle. Like I don't really have any more questions for you. I was really impressed with the way you ran the thing.
Yeah, so much of it was just like. No, ordinarily, I try to keep my plan 1 to 2 to 3 steps ahead, but just running everywhere and nuking everything. So much of it was just, and trying not to have seed bleed from my race earlier today was just like, what do I do? Where do I go now? I got to do this. Can I do this? Wait, do I have that? Like you probably saw me open my item screen and check my items like 7,000 times during the race because I'm just like, oh God, can I do this yet? Oh God, what am I doing?
Saw you talk to a wall once. That was pretty cool.
Like, I considered bringing 3 black mages, but then I thought, like, man, I gotta rely too much on a good spell on low level. So it was a risk bringing everyone from all white mages or all black mages. So I wanted to ensure that I at least have one that may be capable of destroying trash on the run. So that was my thinking in bringing one with me.
Yeah, I was really. Oh, sorry. Go on ahead.
I was going to say no. It's an excellent safety play, but I decided for my last race, nuts to safety. We're just going to go for it.
Yeah, I have to say I was really impressed with the way you ran this race, Egodev. You made a lot of really heads-up plays. Going to Marsh Cave early was actually kind of a good play, considering that most people aren't going to go to Marsh Cave, especially once you find the floater early on.
Yeah, when I saw the eye, I thought, oh my god, I can farm here. Yes.
Yeah, and then that was a really good place to farm some levels because the eye was right there. Unfortunately, we didn't have a black belt. You had this kind of party that you don't really. Yes, you are going to have to get some levels on, but you kind of get the levels along the way as opposed to doing a stationary grind like the eye grind. But the chime was there, which gets you in the sky. So, obviously a go mode item here. The main question I do have, though, is, we got the crystal early on, which I kind of have to... Fizzle will go back and watch the race, and I will make fun of him for doing what he did. But you had the crystal, and you never turned it in.
So, it was the crystal, right? I actually tracked it on Ruby for me on my tracker.
Mm-hmm.
That explains. So I got the Ruby. That's why I never turned the crystal.
Yeah. So it was, that was what it was. It was the crystal. The crystal, so this is kind of important. The crystal led to the tail.
Oh,
my God. Which is not something that you need to beat the game, but...
Yeah, but I found that Katana and Masamune, they won't ride each other. Oh my god.
Yeah, but the rod was also loose in the Cardia Island area. So it was the what was it? Was it grassy or was it woods that had the rod? It was grassy. That's what I thought. So if you had turned in the crystal, got the tail, you would have potentially maybe cleared the Cardias out, got that rod. And we were kind of all screaming at you like, oh, you got to do the thing or whatever. And one of the biggest plays you made, and you didn't even realize it, was that getting out of ordeals and not even bothering with picking up the slab was one of the best decisions you made because the slab led to the canal. So,
Oh, never punished. Okay.
yeah.
Like, I got over there because I wiped it, so I didn't have much choice. Those snakes are terrible.
Yeah, the snakes had like the cremate and some other nasty, gnarly stuff.
I even made a stop by on what was the name? Around Earth Cave, the town which has
Melman?
Yeah, I even had to make a stop there to see if I could find at least exit or warp or something like that.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah, warp had to have been either level 7 Gaia or level 8. Those were the only shops I didn't check.
Yeah, I mean, even Fizzle checked, Onrack level 7, which I was like, really? We're checking this? But Fizzle needed that temper. Needed that temper. But we kind of talked a lot after the race, right? I just want to go on ahead, maybe get some final thoughts, but I do want to say GG's to both of you guys. Egodev, you put on a heck of a race. I know you're relatively new. I haven't seen you run. Haven't done a Duck Derby, so hopefully, with you, doing the spring tournament, getting your feet kind of wet, please join us here at the Duck Derby, and hopefully learn a little bit more, and then hopefully hone in your game, and then next year you can show Fizzlebeef what a good newer player can really do against them, because he tries to beat up on newer players. That's what Fizzle does.
No, that was insane. I saw the alien and I was like, man, everything went right for him. So it's the kind of the race that I know I will lose anyway. So I don't get bothered with it. But yeah, I plan to stick around with Final Fantasy Randomizer. I wish I could give more time to it, but I couldn't because I actually play another 2 tournaments. So this makes my time very short to learn stuff or watch. But I'm sure maybe volunteer for tracking to watch some good people there. It's threats, but that's it. And LordFizzlebeef, good luck in the rest of the tournament. Wish you best.
Thanks, man. Yeah, and
GG's.
There's no happier feeling for me in this community when some newer runner absolutely dumpsters me in a race. So practice up and do that and make both of us happy. It'll be great.
Yeah. So before we go on ahead and move on, Dang Wu, you got any other questions before we go into final thoughts?
No, not really. It was a fantastic race there in Fizzle. It was great to see your execution pay off, and you still didn't go to the Volcano first.
Still didn't go to Volcano.
No, you go there last. That's where the last fiend is. It's just a very long cave with a fiend in it and nothing else.
No, but seriously, just it was great. Like, I can't really add on a whole lot because everybody did a great job of kind of talking about stuff. But that's the cool thing about the FFR randomizer. There is every race you can watch back, and especially when you're up against a veteran like LordFizzlebeef, you can watch how he execute, how he menus and stuff like that, and you can work off of it and learn and things like that. So it's amazing. It's an amazing tool to be able to watch a broadcast back and have commentators and chat. The Twitch chat is amazing for that too. So
I couldn't agree more. If you do want to get better at the game, I would definitely go back and watch back the race and just watch how Fizzle routed everything and the menuing. It was really good. Like, I am just always impressed by watching Fizzle play. It's why I give him a hard time, because it's just you gotta give the good runners the hard time. So Egodev, I know that we're kind of out of this thing right now. Any final words coming out of spring tournament? Hopefully you had a good time playing the whole Final Fantasy Randomizer.
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed the tournament, so I knew I was against really good players, so it was my chance was lean. I was more determined to get a feeling around it, so next time when Duckling tournaments or the next spring tournament comes around, I kind of know around how to race and etc. And there's a lot of memorization, at least for me, numbers involving each class, involving each weapon, which it's for me it's the hard part to get around because it's only by playing that you learn this stuff. So it's gonna take a while, but that's it, I think. And I kind of played another race today, so I was a little tired. So my main was not on point, to be honest. But I wanted to play because I wanted to try this add little settings with Lord Fizzle. Thanks for agreeing with them. It was fun.
It was fun.
And I wish more people in the tournament do this. They add a little settings to spice the scene. But that's it for me. That's my final words. Thank you.
Fizzle, you're going, you're like, you got a loss, right? Who beat you leading into this? Like, who landed you your one defeat coming out of this? Like, who was the guy that could best Fizzle?
It was some pastry guy. I don't remember his name. I think that was his thing.
Yeah, he called you a pastry guy.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine because he has a high chance of being in a plane race. It's fine.
No, I mean, he may not even be in the plane race. I mean, we're looking at right now. I think one or two people are going to be, sorry, most people that are 2-1 are going to go into
Ice Cave?
The Ice Cave. Yes, are going to. We need a lot of 2-1s in order for us to have to do some sort of plan race for the 2-1s to have to participate in it. So Fizzle's looking pretty good going into that. Yeah, I mean, you put on a heck of a race. Good luck moving forward into this thing. And yeah, anything else?
I just want to give a preemptive apology because now that I've gone 2-1, the stars will align and the 2-1s will get a play-in race. I don't know how that will happen math-wise, but it will. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, there's 6 people in our group, right? Oh my gosh. Poor organizers, you're gonna suffer.
Yep, it was all part of my master plan the whole time.
So I've been holding this stream hostage only because it's, it's bothering our tracker here, whoever our tracker is. I don't even know who's tracking this race. I just want to go ahead and thank Speed Gaming for having us doing the thing here over on Speed Gaming. What are we on? Speed Gaming 2? That's great. Thanks for having us, man. Spring tournament stuff happening. Hey, do we have any more races coming up tomorrow, Dang?
Oh, you bet your bottom dollar there. We got 3 of them. 8 p.m. The Hangry Canuck versus Solara
Rex.
Rex. That's going to be on Speed Gaming. We have Darren Drives versus Rojo at 9, and Luffy DV versus Crab Cakes at 9. So that was some spicy matches going on. And we're getting pretty close to getting into that plane race. I believe it has been scheduled for Friday. And then we have the last chance qualifier, Lord Fizzlebeef. Have we determined a time for that yet?
That is Saturday, and it is at, I know I wrote this down. Let me go find it.
It's okay. The tracker that shall not be named has already said 7 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday.
Yep, that time.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing Danny, our tracker, is our tracker. She even knows all that. So, yep. Make sure to pay attention, everybody. We got plenty of action going on for the Kraken Games, the Final Fantasy Randomizer 2022 Spring Tournament. And with that, Greg, I think you'd have to agree. I think we're out of here, right?
Yeah, I think we're good to go. So thank you, Speed Gaming 2, for having us. Make sure you join our randomizer at FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. Click on the link that says Discord, Community Discord. Sorry, I messed that up. Join the Discord so you can find out everything you need to know. If you are brand new to the thing, give yourself the duckling roll so you can learn all about Randomizer randomizing this. Is that a word? I don't even know. Anyway, you guys have an awesome night. We'll see you guys next time. Push the button, please.
Is that where we combine the ice cave and the earth cave?
Push it.